Well, greetings from the sales floor of Ellingson Motorcars here in Rogers, Minnesota, northern suburb of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and a mere 45 minutes away from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport, for those of you who want to come in person. Today, we're going to talk about our latest addition to our inventory, which is well over 100 right now, a 1938 Series 90 Cadillac V-16. Oh my goodness, it's a 7-passenger sedan. But talk about a massive car, and boy, I'll tell you what, does it run smooth. You're going to want to watch this video from start to finish because we're going to do a walk around. It's going to take a half hour to walk around this big car. And we're going to do a cold start. We'll start the motor, hear how nice that V16 actually runs. Now, you can click on the link in the description. It'll take you right to our website and all the pricing and information on this car as well, as have access to all of our inventory, which is well over 100 vehicles, ranging from cars in the 1920s all the way into the 2000s and beyond. And our website is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com. For those of you who are computer savvy, it's an easy website, nice to operate around. It really is something very, very good. We put a lot of effort and work into that, and it really is good. Even for us novice guys like me, that I'm not a real computer guy, but you know, it's a good, very nice website. So anyway, let's get back to more of the details of this particular car, which I'll tell you what, you don't see very many V16s because they made 315 total in 1938. Like I said, you're right in the middle of the Depression. I mean, Cadillac was still striving to say, we are going to be the top dog in the fight. And I'll tell you what, they really did a good job putting this stuff together. But yes, even in 1938, there weren't a whole lot of these cars out there. Not very many can be found today. I don't even know what the percentage is, but it isn't very high. Beautifully detailed engine. Again, another reason to watch the entire video, because we do all those details and you can get a better idea. It's got all the stuff that it came with in 1938. The other thing that's really beautiful about this car is it does have the dual side mounts with covers. I mean, it was just, again, back then, that was just one more option that you had to check off and say, I want to have the dual side mounts and I want the covers on them. And so someone really knew what they were doing when they ordered this particular car. Beautiful white wall tires. Beautiful hubcaps. I love that V16 emblem right in the middle. It's like in the old days when you had a 454 or 427 or whatever, you wanted to have the emblem out there on your fender, on your hood or whatever to let people know what you had. That was a sign of prestige, of course, in 1938. Don't you just love that hood ornament? Beautiful Art Deco, if there ever was one. Just really neat, and those headlights are really cool on this car as well. Bumper guardettes on the front. But here we go to the inside of this car. What legroom. I tell you what, we always say the guy who owned this car probably didn't drive it. He probably had a chauffeur, because it just really is a nice car on the inside, beautifully preserved. Even has an AM radio, which radios back in those days were few and far between. Not that many radio stations to boot. Of course, it still has the cowl vent, so you can get some fresh air coming in to flow through. But it's got the 110 mile an hour speedometer gauges and a 3-speed on the column. So it's not a floor shift anymore, but it is on the column. The other neat thing about this particular car, of course, you've got legroom that won't quit. It has the jump seats. This is a 7-passenger rather than a 5-passenger. So they have fold-out jump seats that you pull out so you can have more people ride with you if that's what the deal is. Of course, you look at the inside and say, oh my goodness, there is room to boot in these cars. Cigar lighters in the back and ashtrays. It was just something that everybody had. Plus, of course, they do have a trunk. Another thing that was a very important thing for if you're going places, whatever, you actually have a trunk so you can put some suitcases inside. And that's kind of one of those things. Some of these older cars didn't have a lot of that stuff, but this particular one really does. Again, one of my favorite things. Sure wish they still had them on cars today. The vent windows are just something that I just really have always loved on old cars, and this is no exception. They are very, very nice to have. No, 1938 was, you know, we're getting ready. The war in Europe was starting to brew. It was coming along, and I mean, people were getting more concerned, but you know, it looked like there was an end in sight, that the Depression might be finally breaking and whatever, but there was still that amount of cars or people out there who wanted to have something really special, and that V16 is one of those cars. Now that's a 431 cubic inch motor with, at that time, that's a really good size motor. Well, this car weighs well over 5,000 pounds. You got to have a little bit of more power to move this car down the road. Now, you can find all of our stuff on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and even TikTok. Give us a like, leave us a comment, or subscribe. We appreciate it very much. You'll have access to this car, our current inventory, and as an added bonus, some of the cars that we sold over the last several years as well. So if you're kind of a computer savvy person and you enjoy that stuff, trust me, those are some nice sites and they got neat stuff. We've been doing these videos for quite a number of years. A lot of really cool cars have gone through Ellingson Motorcars. Maybe you're one of those people who bought one from us. Thank you for that past business, and maybe we're going to sell you another one. I'm just looking at this car going, it would be a challenge to parallel park this car, but that's why the steering wheels are this big. But it is just one big, big car. Needless to say, it was really a sign of prestige at its time. Now, if you're like me, you're going to say, you know what? I need to come down and look at this car in person. It's just one of those cars I have to see, and it is a beauty to behold in every sense of the word. Come on down. Ellingson's is open Monday through Friday from 10 until 5, Saturdays 10 to 4 as well. For those of you who want to put your hands on it and see it in person, we're happy to have you come down. The other thing I always tell people, if you buy a Cadillac or you buy a Ford or you buy a Studebaker or you buy a Hudson, whatever, join the national and the local Cadillac Club. This particular car is going to be certainly one that would be Classic Car Club of America. It is a certified, collectible in that sense of the word. It is really one of those special cars. Be a great caravan car, I think, if I know what guys like to have, because it really got leg room and it would be a comfortable car to go any place in this world. The other thing that we can be assisting you here with Ellingson Motorcars is we can help you find transportation or shipping for this car, any place in the United States, and for that matter, any place in the world. We can help you do that. The other thing we're helpful with is if you want to finance some of these old cars, the local banks will probably not know what a 38 Cadillac V-16 is, but there are companies that we can hook you up with that can help you get this dream car into your garage, get it financed. They have terms for much different, 3 years, 5 years, you name it, different interest rates, different amounts put down, all that kind of stuff. So we can help with that. Our phone number, 763-428-7337, and we're happy to help in any way we possibly can. Well, I have to say, in the 33 years that I've been here, this is the first time I've had one of these cars. I mean, it's really an interesting car. Just if you want something that not everybody else has, or say you're a Cadillac collector, you want to have a V16 Cadillac, this is probably one that would look really good in anybody's collection, needless to say. So if you're interested, check out our website again. That is www.ellingsonmotorcars.com, or give me a call, 763-428-7337, and we'll do our best to answer any and all questions. Well, if you want to have probably one of the biggest cars in your neighborhood by today's standards, we probably have it right here on the sales floor. Wouldn't this look good in your garage? Talk about something special. Again, thank you for visiting Ellingson Motorcars, and I enjoy doing the videos, and hopefully we gave you the information you need. We'll see you next time at ellingsonmotorcars.com.